Myers Park and Dilworth. Both historic, both tree lined, both walkable, both less than 10 minutes from uptown. So why does the same size house cost hundreds of thousands more in Myers Park? The answer isn't what you think, and it's costing buyers serious money if they don't understand it. Here's what's wild. Two nearly identical houses, similar square footage, similar lot size, similar condition. One in Dilworth at 1021 Islesworth for $1.325, the other in Myers Park at 1638 Hertford for $1.850. And the Dilworth house actually has better walkability scores and newer systems. So what's going on here? If you're looking at homes in either neighborhood right now and you don't understand this pricing gap, you could be overpaying by 6 figures and missing out on incredible value. Look, both of these neighborhoods are Charlotte royalty. They're the two oldest streetcar suburbs in the city. They've got that old money charm, mature trees everywhere, and people literally wait years to buy in them. But there's a hierarchy that's baked into Charlotte real estate for nearly a century, and it all comes down to 3 factors that people need to know, and even locals completely miss. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your money goes further and why. Hey everybody, Jay White here. I'm a broker with the Jay White Group, and I've been selling in this market for about 20 years, and our team consistently sells over 250 houses a year. I've personally closed deals in Myers Park and Dilworth more times than I can count, and I've walked streets in both neighborhoods multiple times. Through our Realize Charlotte brand, we continue to break down what makes Charlotte neighborhoods tick, and today we're settling this once and for all. This isn't some surface level comparison. We're going deep into the data, the history, and the hidden factors that make this one neighborhood command a premium over the other, even while they look like they're nearly identical on paper. First, let's do a little bit of history on both of these neighborhoods, because understanding where these neighborhoods came from explains some of the pricing today. Dilworth was established in 1890 by Edward Dilworth Latta, making it Charlotte's very first suburb. The neighborhood covered 442 acres and was built around the electric streetcar system. On February 22, 1890, Thomas Edison himself visited Latta's home to discuss hiring General Electric for Charlotte's electric trolley line. The streetcar began running on May 18, 1891, just 2 days before Dilworth officially opened. The original design had a grid plan with Latta Park as its centerpiece, a 90-acre recreation area with a lake, pavilion, and picnic grounds. In 1911, Latta expanded Dilworth using the renowned Olmsted Brothers landscape firm from Boston, adding streets to portions of the neighborhood. And Dilworth was designated as a local historic area in 1983, expanded in 1992, and listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1987. Now, Myers Park came later, but it came bigger. Myers Park was developed in 1911 by George Stevens, who purchased 1,100 acres. The neighborhood was designed by renowned architect John Nolan, who was trained under Frederick Law Olmsted Jr. Nolan created a master plan with curving, tree-lined streets that followed natural topography. The original development has since expanded to around 2,200 acres, and Myers Park was listed as a historic district on the National Register of Historic Places in 1987 as well. The vision was upscale from day one, designed to be a grand, exclusive suburb with large estates and park-like atmosphere. In a minute, you'll see how this influences things to this day. So here's where the two neighborhoods begin to change. The truth is, these neighborhoods were designed for completely different lifestyles. Dilworth was built for pedestrians and streetcar commuters with a tight grid layout that enabled walkability and access. Myers Park, on the other hand, was designed for the automobile age, so winding roads, cul-de-sacs, and focus on creating private estate-like environments. Keep that in mind, we'll be circling back to that. This fundamental difference in design philosophy still shapes how people live in each neighborhood today. And before I talk about the real premiums and trade-offs, let's see how the real estate compares. Quick favor before we do though, if you enjoy this type of content and you want to get more Charlotte real estate insights, click on our subscribe button right now. Also, don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need a more personalized guide. Shoot us a message or send me an email, info@jwhitegroup.com. Now let's talk numbers. This is where the higher price tag really shows up. As of September 2025, the median price in Myers Park was around $1.65 million. In Dilworth, however, the median price is close to $908,000. Now, before we move on, I think it's important for us to give some context here. Myers Park doesn't have the same number of small condos and townhomes that Dilworth has, and that affects that pricing. The price per square foot tells a pretty similar story. Myers Park is at $523 a square foot versus Dilworth at $446. The median days on market is about the same. Myers Park shows 22% of its homes selling above list price, and Dilworth shows 11.9% of its homes selling above list price. But you'll get a full picture later when we understand what comes with this premium. And when it comes to the driver of pricing between Myers Park and Dilworth, here's some of the key points. The median lot size in Myers Park is around 0.37 acres, while the median size of the Dilworth lot is 0.2 acres. That means Myers Park lots are about 85% larger than Dilworth. Myers Park has an estate section with even larger lots, especially along Queens Road and major boulevards. Some of these properties exceed 60-foot setbacks with 15-foot side yards on each side of the home. Dilworth lots are typically long and narrow, with houses sitting closer to the street and have larger backyards. Space and privacy are excellent commodities this close to an urban area, and Myers Park delivers more of both. So now we get into the heart of it. What really justifies this massive price difference, and I'm going to show you three main factors. Factor number one, the country club effect. Let's start with something most people don't fully appreciate. Myers Park Country Club was announced in 1915 by George Stevens and opened in 1921. The club has an 18-hole golf course designed by renowned architect Donald Ross. In 1945, famous golfer Byron Nelson began his record 11-tournament winning streak right here with his victory at the Charlotte Open. When it comes to current membership cost of any private country club, sometimes it's hard to find, but a document that we found online dated 2021 has an initiation fee of $95,000 with about $10,320 in annual dues plus $75 a month in capital charge. Current membership based on this document from 2021 sits around 1,120 members across all four categories and has a waiting list as well. Now, Myers Park ranks amongst Charlotte's top 4 prestigious country clubs. Having a world-class country club at the heart of your neighborhood signals exclusivity and long-term stability. The club creates social and professional networks that go well beyond the golf course. Charlotte Country Day School is just a few miles from Myers Park, and there's other multiple private schools in the area. Charlotte Country Day is actually ranked number 3 best private high schools in North Carolina, and this adds to the area's appeal for families that prioritize education. And more in depth on schools in just a minute, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so number 2 is huge, and most buyers don't really understand it until they try to make changes to their property. Myers Park deed restrictions are privately enforced by Myers Park Homeowners Association and run with the land. These are often more restrictive than the city's zoning codes itself. Key requirements here are setbacks as deep as 60 feet from the streets, with side yards of 15 feet on either side. Tough regulations for housing placement. These rules also control placements of walls, fences, garages, and other structures. And when deed restrictions and city zoning differ, the more restrictive of the two wins. And if you think this is loosey-goosey, Myers Park Homeowners Association keeps a substantial legal fund and will provide financial backing for strategic lawsuits to enforce these restrictions. As you'll see later, this also influences the kind of people who thrive here. But now let's compare all of this to Dilworth. You already know that Dilworth was designated as a local historic district in 1983, but the neighborhood is regulated by Charlotte's Historic District Commission, a public body appointed by the mayor and city council. Property owners within the historic district must get certified for appropriateness for their exterior work. Design guidelines review exterior projects on all 4 sides of the building and yards, including accessory buildings, additions, demolition, and new construction. The approach here is definitely more relaxed compared to Myers Park's private restrictions. The Dilworth Community Association is a volunteer organization with no mandatory dues and no legal authority to enforce development standards. Its role here is advocacy and community building, not legal enforcement. And this difference is deep. Myers Park's strict, privately enforced rules are a higher barrier to entry and modification. It also preserves a specific aesthetic that's a major component of the premium value here. Dilworth's public oversight style, while still protective of its historical character, gives you more flexibility and doesn't really apply to the whole neighborhood. Factor number 3. Historical prestige and space. And here's the intangible part that becomes very tangible when it comes to the price. Myers Park was designed to be a grand, exclusive suburb with large estates. George Stevens spared no expense in bringing John Nolan's detailed tree planting to life. The neighborhood is known for its 100-year oak trees lining curved boulevards. And this is what Nolan had envisioned when he called it his Cathedral of Trees. The estate section of Myers Park, particularly along Queens Road, has some of the largest and most architecturally important homes in all of Charlotte. The legacy of prestige and exclusivity has built a brand that carries intangible value. Now, let's be clear, Dilworth has its own compelling value, and for many buyers, it's the better choice. And let's see why. If you're looking for walkability and urban lifestyle, this is where Dilworth shines. Dilworth has a walk score of 78 out of 100, and that's rated as very walkable. And in fact, that ranks it in Charlotte's top 4 neighborhoods. East Boulevard in 2016 by Axios was called Charlotte's Restaurant Row, with more than 20 restaurants in 2 miles. Dilworth's grid layout and streetcar suburb design make it easy to walk to cafes, shops, and restaurants. Myers Park, in contrast, has a walk score of 43, so it's pretty car dependent. This area wasn't designed for walkability. If you remember, it was literally designed to accommodate automobile traffic. Moving on, Dilworth has a strong sense of community. Remember, Latta Park sits at the heart of Dilworth at 601 East Park Avenue. Dilworth Jubilee is an annual free festival held in Latta Park since May of 1972. The annual Dilworth Home Tour showcases 6 homes representing a range of Dilworth living. And every year in September, one of Charlotte's largest cultural festivals, the Greek Festival, is held here as well. Dilworth has a variety of restaurants with outdoor patio seating to appreciate scenic historic views. Locally owned shops display crafts and arts from all around the world, and as we've seen, Dilworth is more relaxed with home modifications, so we can say that that might be a plus for some. But before you decide which is perfect for you, let's see how daily life is in each neighborhood. Freedom Park is a huge park located between Dilworth and Myers Park on East Boulevard. Following World War II, the Mecklenburg County Lions Club raised money privately to build a park to honor the veterans. It was basically envisioned as Charlotte's Central Park. It has a huge lake with a fountain, paved walking and cycling trails, tennis and volleyball courts, playgrounds, and more. Every September, Freedom Park hosts Festival in the Park, which attracts over 150,000 visitors. The Winghaven Garden and Bird Sanctuary is located in Myers Park. The sanctuary was established in 1927 by Elizabeth and Edwin Clarkson, and the Little Sugar Creek Greenway extends over 17 miles and runs along the western edge of Myers Park through Dilworth. Now, the dining and shopping scenes also give you a very good idea of each neighborhood's character. Myers Park has upscale shopping and dining focused along Selwyn Avenue and Providence Road. Dilworth, on the other hand, has retail and dining on East Boulevard, where you'll find more casual spots. Now let's talk about schools. Both neighborhoods are served by Charlotte-Mecklenburg School System and have access to different educational options. Selwyn Elementary School in Myers Park ranks in the top 5% of all schools in North Carolina for overall test scores, and Myers Park High School has a niche grade of A overall and outperforms district and state averages in test scores. Dilworth Elementary School gets an A- rank and focuses on core academics, and it also has a gifted and talented program. Both neighborhoods have access to plenty of private school options, including Charlotte Country Day, which I mentioned earlier. So there you have it. The reason that Myers Park costs more and why that premium might be or might not be worth it to you. Here's the thing. I've helped dozens of buyers choose between these two neighborhoods, and there's no wrong answer, only the one that fits your specific situation. If you're considering a move to Charlotte, or you're already here and thinking about upgrading to one of these iconic neighborhoods, my team and I would love to help you navigate this decision. We have boots on the ground, know these streets, and can show you properties even before they hit the market sometimes. Drop me a comment below showing which neighborhood you'd choose and why, or send me an email, info@jwhitegroup.com. I read every single one. And if you found this valuable, subscribe to Realize Charlotte, because we're dropping these deep dive neighborhood comparisons on the regular. I'm Jay White, and we'll see you next time.